What's up, guys? We're back once again, and we are actually going to be talking today about one of my favorite TV shows or anime shows, however you want to say it, of all time. And we're talking about Spider-Man, the animated series. Now, if you guys have never watched this, first off, stop the video and go watch it. It is on Disney Plus right now. It came out in the 90s, 94. It went on for 5 seasons. Probably the best Spider-Man show that was ever premiered. And again, that may just be my opinion, or that may just be facts, because it was a hell of a show. That's the best way to describe it. It was a hell of a show. It goes through the entirety of Spider-Man when not long, I wouldn't say not long when he started out, but the first episode is with him dealing with the Lizard, and we go through a lot of the other characters in this arc. I mean, in this whole series, guys, you go through the Black Suit era where Venom is created, Carnage is created, from Green Goblin to Hobgoblin to Rhino to Harry becoming the Green Goblin, to Felicia becoming Black Cat, to Mary Jane and Peter's relationship, to the Insidious Six, to Spider-Man meeting the X-Men, to Blade, the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, to Captain America, to everything, to the Secret Wars even. I mean, this show brought a lot of different things into the multiverse. I mean, this pretty much created the multiverse before it was even the multiverse what we know now. And this is my favorite, not only casting in Spider-Man, but as well as animation. And it was, again, it's probably one of the best ones ever. I mean, we even had Punisher in this. We had, who else did we have in here? We had Craven in here. We had Morbius in here. We had Scarlet Spider in here. We had Spider Carnage in here. We had all the ones that were either the low or the biggest villains within Spider-Man for so many years, right? And you go through Spider-Man's everyday life, from him being a college student to being a crime fighter, to him trying to deal with the relationship between Mary Jane, as well as going back between Black Cat, aka Felicia, even when Felicia was before the Black Cat, after the Black Cat, as well as everything else from Spider-Man still dealing with his Uncle Ben's death, as well as also him trying to not only living with Aunt May, as well as thinking about moving out, and then also taking care of his aunt. And there were so many things in the show. I think I don't even know where to begin, man. I think one of my favorite episodes was when he has to break against Morbius to save Aunt May, and then of course where he visits the girl Tahina, who was sick, and we later find out she was sick, and he revealed his identity to her after losing his memory, everything. And I love this show. I mean, this show means so much to me because it was my favorite show growing up. It was my favorite cartoon show growing up. I was introduced by this by a family member, and I think that was the only good thing about that. And this show taught me a lot. I mean, it taught me a lot to be okay. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be smart. It's okay to be different, and have a small circle of friends, and not try to be the popular kid, and try to do the right thing, and also, look after your friends, look after your family, look after your loved ones. And that's a lot of what I think, Christopher Daniels brought to the role. I mean, to me, anytime I hear Spider-Man, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, Tobey Maguire is the live-action Spider-Man. And he is. I will say that. He is the live-action Spider-Man. But anytime when I think of Spider-Man, I think of this version of Spider-Man. I think of, what would this Spider-Man do? I mean, because he went through a lot of early 20s. Christopher Daniels, he did a great job. I mean, Stan Lee was part of this show. We had Jennifer Hale, who played Felicia. We had a lot of other voice actors being in this as well. The entirety of this show went on for an amazing 5 years. It showed us a lot of, between being a college I would say a young adult, which again, when I was younger, I didn't understand some of the things like I do now to the show, but I do now. I mean, especially when, he felt like he was going through that metamorphosis and he felt like he was going through, becoming a monster, and then, losing Mary Jane at one point, and then also thinking he regained her again. There's a lot of things in this show that you go through, from a relationship standpoint to a family standpoint to a friend standpoint to everything that you can think of. This show brings up. I mean, from money to race to even religion, but it doesn't cram down your throat. They do it very beautifully. They do it very strategically. They don't ram it down your throat like you have certain shows do now these days. And I think that is what made Spider-Man such amazing, is that he was just your ordinary guy. He didn't have money. He still had powers. He was still a geek at heart. He still was trying to be the smart guy. He was still trying to be the good guy. He was still trying to be the nice guy. And then anytime he had to choose between what was right and what was wrong, what was the easy way, what was the hard way. And that's what always happened. And I love that. I love the morals that this Spider-Man teaches you. Again, every Spider-Man show has its morals, but I think this Spider-Man is always going to be my favorite one because of not only what it teaches you, but what it shows you and what you get out of it in the day. I mean, you could say, oh, it doesn't teach you anything. That's your opinion. I mean, you could have another show that could teach you something, and I could say, no, it didn't. But again, everyone has their own thing they like about it. I mean, again, there are certain episodes that I love to this day, especially when Spider-Man fights against Green Goblin, when it's revealed that Norman Osborn knows that he is Spider-Man, as well as also with Hobgoblin gets first introduced, or with Venom gets first introduced, or him fighting Tombstone because he went up against, he freaked out his aunt, or him trying to save his aunt from Morbius, or the Black Suit Spider-Man episodes. That was amazing. Or when you have the Secret Wars, that was absolutely amazing. Or even when Spider-Carnage got introduced. So there was so many episodes where, even to this day, guys, I will be glued. I will be glued to the TV if this is on, because that's how much I love this show. I will sit there and I will know what's going to happen. I will know what's going to happen. And I just sit there and I watch it and I enjoy it. And I just have this big smile on my face because I love this show so much. I have so much respect for the show, as well as also for the actors and what it did for me as a kid, and how much joy it brought to me as a child, as well as it does now as a young adult. And I love it, and nothing's ever going to change. But if you guys have ever watched Spider-Man the Animated Series, the one in 94, let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys enjoy it? Was it great? Was it bad? Me personally, like I said, I love it, but let me know what you guys think. I'd like to hear your opinion. If you guys are having a great time with all these reviews, please let me know what you think about it down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always consider about subscribing, as well as leave a big fat like. It helps the channel out, helps me out, helps the channel out, get it out there. But either way, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one.